What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to the Liverpool Shrewsbury FA Cup post-match analysis video. I apologize that this video is a little late, but I was feeling quite sick yesterday evening, so I couldn't really make this video just straight after the match, but I watched it live and what an experience, what an emotional, incredible experience this was. Liverpool under 23s, but it's really the under 21s because apart from Pedro Chilwell, everyone was like 20 years old or younger. 7 players who are teenagers won the replay against Shrewsbury and set up a 5th round tie against Chelsea. What did you think of the game? Leave a like if you enjoy this content, subscribe if you are new to my channel, and I was so incredibly proud of the Liverpool boys. And can you imagine being a 17, 18 or 19-year-old kid playing in front of 53,000 passionate Anfield supporters and winning an FA Cup game? This was officially the youngest ever starting 11 that Liverpool have put out in a competitive game in their history, which is incredible, in more than 125 years. And also Liverpool broke another record. Curtis Jones, at 19 years old, became the youngest ever Liverpool captain, breaking a record for 120 years. Yes, you heard it right. The last time Liverpool had the youngest ever captain was in 1900. And that was, I think, Alex Riceback at 20 years old. So Curtis Jones became the youngest ever captain, and I'm so proud of him. He was, I think, the man of the match, maybe alongside Neco Williams. Neco Williams, the first 3 very good Liverpool chances fell to Neco Williams, who could be our future backup right back behind Trent AlexanderArnold, because he's a brilliant player. And I felt a little bit sorry for Shrewsbury, who scored a goal which looked like it was a good goal, but VAR disallowed it for offside. And this was the first experience for Shrewsbury with VAR, because of course VAR are not in League One, but in Premier League grounds in the FA Cup VAR is operational. And because of an offside in the build-up to Shrewsbury's goal, it was disallowed. So instead of Shrewsbury going 1-0 up, and then absolute disaster for them, the goalkeeper, the Shrewsbury goalkeeper, tries to do a long throw to a Shrewsbury striker, and the Neco Williams intercepts it, and straight away he does a diagonal long ball into the Shrewsbury box, and the Shrewsbury centre-back tries to head the ball back to the goalkeeper, but the goalkeeper already comes out to collect it, and instead the defender, who is a Manchester United Youth Academy graduate, actually heads it into his own net, and that's how Liverpool won the game. A quite lucky goal, but overall Liverpool thoroughly deserved the victory, because Liverpool had like 14 or 15 chances and Shrewsbury had like 2 or 3 chances throughout the whole game. So I think that Liverpool thoroughly deserved this win, and I'm really happy for the young players. And 3 of them came on, as a substitutes as well. 2 of them were debutants, and 3 starting 11 players also made their full debut. And I'm just really happy. Imagine how much confidence this will give to players like Harvey Elliott, Neco Williams, Curtis Jones, Van den Berg, Kiana Höver. I think these players have futures at Liverpool Football Club, and Chilwell also had a pretty decent game, orchestrating some attacks in the middle. And I was also very disappointed that the FA decided not to televise this game. They televised the Oxford United Newcastle game, and that was a pretty shambolic decision, considering that that gave away £500,000 from Shrewsbury Town, and that could have helped Shrewsbury to fund some of the stadium upgrades that they were trying or planning to do. They wanted to improve the drainage system under their pitch and things like that. And now that Shrewsbury are out, it will be more difficult for them financially. maybe that was down to Jurgen Klopp fielding the youngsters, but you can fully understand why he did so. Jurgen Klopp already promised the whole first team squad a 1 week rest, a 1 week holiday. And the fact that he wasn't there, Jurgen Klopp, got a lot of criticism in the media. But you have to understand that Jurgen Klopp is just sick and tired of all the organizers, all the FAs, the English FA, the UEFA, FIFA, the Premier League. Everybody is ignoring the health of the players and what is good for the players, and each and every competition organizer wants to squeeze as much money out of the footballers as possible. And this is quite a shambolic decision by the FA to put the replays, the FA Cup replays, bang in the middle of the Premier League 2-week break. I think it's just unacceptable, and Jurgen Klopp basically just protested. That's why he wasn't there, not because he doesn't care about the young players. And also it made sense how he explained it, that Neil Critchley, the under-23 manager, is the manager that the under-23 players are used to, so he deserves to be there. And that's how Jurgen Klopp rationalized or approached this game. And wow, what a performance by the Liverpool youngsters. I applaud every single one of them. I will be honest, I was very nervous for this game, but also very excited after the young players played so well against Aston Villa, and the way that they lost 5-0, because Aston Villa was just ruthless in that game and nothing went for the Liverpool youngsters. I was really hoping that this time it was a different outcome. I was really praying and hoping that this time the young players somehow could pull off a victory, because Liverpool have a realistic chance now of winning the FA Cup. And I think it's absolutely ludicrous to suggest that Liverpool should field the same side against Chelsea. I think we should play a mixed team, a team that knocked out Everton and a team that played against Shrewsbury. I think we should play a mixed team where we play players like Shaqiri, like Naby Keita, James Milner, Lallana, Divock Origi, players, Minamino, players who are not really getting enough minutes in the Liverpool first team but who need game time, and also maybe sprinkle in players like Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott. Neco Williams is definitely good enough to play as a right back, and also give Adrian another game at Chelsea. I think that Chelsea will go with a quite strong lineup, but they also have to consider the Chelsea that they are not really home and host in the Premier League. Liverpool's big advantage is that the Premier League title is almost soon up, but I think that Jurgen Klopp still will want to prioritize the Premier League and the Champions League. And I think that Jurgen Klopp will try to win every game in the Premier League. I don't think he will rest many players in the Premier League. That's the bread and butter of Liverpool. The owners, the supporters, everybody wants Liverpool to do as well in the Premier League as possible. So I think that Jurgen Klopp will probably go mostly with their strongest lineup, and maybe rest players when the Champions League games reach the quarterfinals, the semi-finals. Maybe then Liverpool will rest some players in the Premier League, but I don't think they will rest players around the FA Cup 5th round against Chelsea and go full strength against Chelsea, even though part of me wants that to happen, but also another part of me wants Liverpool to go unbeaten in the Premier League and to win the title in style, breaking all kinds of records. Liverpool can break a record set by Manchester City and win the league by more than 19 points. I really want Liverpool to do that. I also want Liverpool to equal the record of Arsenal of winning the title unbeaten, and I also want Liverpool to beat the record of Arsenal going 49 games unbeaten. That would be just brilliant, and I'm just really hoping that Liverpool will navigate this FA Cup season successfully. Imagine the fume in the media if the Liverpool go on and win the FA Cup after many people are saying that the Jurgen Klopp disrespected the FA Cup. No, the FA disrespected the FA Cup by putting the replay bang in the middle of the Premier League break, and also the FA is really devaluing the competition by not giving enough money to the winners, and also just putting replays all over the place is crazy. At least from the 5th round there can be no more replays. So if the Chelsea-Liverpool game ends in a draw, I think there will be extra time and penalties. And I also wanted to share with you guys what Liverpool's youngest ever captain, Curtis Jones, said after the game. It feels special. That's an understatement though. It's a dream come true. As you can see, Trent's dream is to captain the team. My dream is to captain Liverpool as well, and the rest of the players as well, because it's an unbelievable club. It's got an unbelievable history, unbelievable fans, and it's an amazing feeling just to be out there and playing. But to captain the team is just an extra bit special. It was a physically demanding game. They are a League One side, and we know how physical that league is. We are young lads, and we don't really come across many teams that are as physical as that. And I think the boys showed great character, great belief and strength and togetherness in the game. It paid off well, and we look forward to the next round. It was unbelievable. I've been fortunate enough to be on the pitch when the first team have scored. I've been fortunate enough to be on the bench, and as a fan you know how loud it gets. As I said, it was an amazing feeling to captain the boys, and I think the most important thing is that we came away with a win, and now we can have our break and look forward to the next round against Chelsea. Yeah, we kept the run going, and it's an amazing feeling, the unbeaten run at Anfield, which he's talking about. I think a few of the boys who are on their break now will have been hoping and praying that we kept it going, and we did. We've got Chelsea next, and I think a lot of the boys have given the manager a problem to pick a side, really. I think all the boys put in a great shift and showed character, belief, and everything that the manager looks for in his players. So we look forward to the next round, and hopefully it's another win, and we will just see how it goes from there. Brilliant interview by Curtis Jones. And Neco Williams also said that it was an unbelievable night. I think it was a night that we will remember for a long time, especially the debutants. I thought the whole team dug in, and we kept on going until the final whistle. I thought the crowd were excellent. They were there from the first whistle to the final whistle. It was a special night for the whole team. I've known some of the lads out there since I was about 7 years old, so you go through all the stages and do play a first team game at Anfield with the crowd, and to get through to the next round is just a special night for a lot of us. I think whatever team Liverpool puts out, we will give everything we've got and leave everything on the pitch. That's what we have been doing this season, as you can tell from the league and from when the young lads have stepped in and got results against the likes of Everton and Arsenal, and obviously today. And the Liverpool manager, under 23 manager, Neil Critchley, this is what he said after the game. As a coach, you picture the game beforehand and you visualize it and you try to predict what's going to happen. Obviously with young players, you're never quite sure how it will go, but I have to say, from the first whistle, the maturity those young boys showed to play that game was remarkable. They actually calmed me on the side, and I think over 90 minutes we had the better chances, and we were just about the deserved winners on the night. Jurgen Klopp was in touch this afternoon with some words of advice and encouragement, which was really nice of him. We had a little message. I've not checked my phone yet, but we had a message from the staff at the end there, and he's absolutely delighted with the performance. He's buzzing. We have given him a game against Chelsea away to look forward to. It's a first team game, and Chelsea away is a really difficult tie, but a great tie to look forward to. That was sort of the message to some of the boys tonight. If we do win tonight, then maybe one or two of you, maybe more, might get an opportunity to play against Chelsea and get another fantastic experience. They want as many of those experiences as they can, and if they get the chance at Chelsea away, they will be fully deserving of it. The boss is the boss, and he's the manager of the team, Jurgen Klopp, and the manager of this football club. I'm only standing in for tonight, and the players have done the club proud tonight. The support we had was incredible. Full house, absolutely ridiculous for them to turn up and support those young kids. They were so appreciative of it. They stayed right to the end because they saw boys giving everything on the pitch. We played like a Liverpool team, and I'm so proud of them. Wow, that's just brilliant. A fantastic interview by Neil Critchley, and they made a big step, the young players, forward. And not all of them will make it at Liverpool. Not all of them, maybe not all of them will even make it in professional football, but they will remember this night for the rest of their lives, and that's really, really special. And James Milner trained with the young players. And this is what the manager Neil Critchley said about James Milner's support for the team. He trained with us yesterday and he asked whether he could come along. I was like, I think the answer is yes to that one. Of course you can. He was very respectful to ask. He said, can I come in the dressing room? And you are thinking, what do you think? Of course, he has achieved so much in the game because of who he is. He was giving words of advice to the players. He was getting right behind the players. He was vocal in the dressing room and he was animated behind me. I could hear him. He was genuinely delighted with how the boys performed, and I can't thank him enough for being here tonight. I don't think he's available yet. I'm sure he's ready for that moment, but he was certainly jumping up and down behind me, so I think he was desperate to get on. And Jurgen Klopp said before the game, believe and play like the Liverpool way and go for it. That's how the first team play. It's like, this is us, this is what we do, this is what we stand for, this is what we believe in, and you better be ready for it. I think from the first whistle we did that. Brilliant. I'm really, really proud of everybody. The young players, Neil Critchley, everybody at Liverpool, and bring on Chelsea in the next round in the FA Cup. And I think it's pretty clear that Liverpool will play a stronger team than yesterday, but some of these young players might play against Chelsea, and that was a brilliant motivation for them. Thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. See you later. Goodbye.